Hey guys, this is Kaizen here, and today I'm doing a video that's a little bit different. I was asked by somebody how I would improve this particular thumbnail, which is from one of my Kaizencraft members for a video they did on my server. Now, what I thought I'd do is actually make a video explaining everything I would change about it and showing you how to do that as well, because I figured this could be a video that would help more than one person. Now, what I'd like is, if you go down to the comments, make some suggestions of your own, and see if they line up or not, and also it might be good for other people. There can be a bit of a discussion about this. So let's jump into what we do here. So first of all guys, if you're going to use a screenshot from the actual Minecraft game you're in as the backdrop like we've got here, I would suggest pressing F1 mode first, so then you get rid of your hotbar, because nobody really cares what's in your hotbar. What they care about is what they're seeing on screen. Now, what I suggest is using Canva. If we go to Canva right here, you'll see it's a free website that you can use to make thumbnails. So if this is going to be our picture, here's how I'd go about it. First thing I'm going to do, as I say, is I'm going to remove that. And really, I can come up here a little bit as well, because nobody really cares about, this, okay, the green stuff. And we can also get rid of that, because this is the center of the image, right? This is the focal point. So what I'd probably do here then is drag that out to fit the screen. And then when we get down here, now I might need to add a bit of this on so it makes sense like this. Alright, that's looking good. And I'd probably try flipping this as well. Now, why do I flip this? Well, you got to think about how this is going to be on YouTube. So down here, this is going to be where the timestamp is. So anything you put there, for all intents and purposes, could be blocked or not seen properly. What I want to do is have text on the left with the image that people are seeing on the right-hand side. Next thing we can do is add a filter to this. So I quite like solar, I use it quite a lot. And you can play with the levels here, so you can have it not very much like a subtle solar or a very bright solar. I often find that actually just having it on a 50 is pretty good. That there is looking pretty clean, pretty crisp, and it's showing people what you can build. Now, I wouldn't leave it here though, because I'm looking, alright, there's a lot of log here. You see that's a lot of wasted space. You can make the same point that, hey, there's a log here with a lot less space. We can do like this, then stretch this across and move that upwards. Now, what that also does is it brings this banner to a bit of a central point. Now, this banner here is quite rare. It's hard to get in Minecraft compared to a lot of other things, right? It's certainly a lot harder than logs or cobblestone or anything like that. So what you might want to do, and you can play around with this, and I've got folders on Canva, but you can just upload normal stuff. You don't have to have the folders. They're on the paid version. So what you can do here, I could use, say, this here, circle, choose a color for it, and red is generally a good color. It'll draw people's attention then to a certain thing. So if we want to draw their attention to that. However, for this one, I'm actually thinking, and you see how I've got all kinds of stuff that I just use on and off. This might be better, a bit of a thicker circle. So there is a bit of trial and error involved, but it shouldn't take you too long to figure out. And then when that's there, your attention's immediately drawn to that then. Okay. So let's have another quick look at the original thumbnail. So I'm looking at this thinking, okay, what is it we're trying to say? So Minecraft, that is obviously something people will recognize. This Kaizencraft logo, people won't recognize. And this text here isn't that easy to read. With the S5 episode 1, again, people aren't really going to care too much about that. They might care that it's a new episode or whatever, but they're not going to care too much, and Kaizencraft isn't that well known. So here's how I would go about the text for this image. Let's go back here over to Canva. So we've got our focal point of the video. And if I go to my Minecraft, I've got this image here. Now, this is a free image. Anyone can get this online. It's a very crisp way of saying Minecraft. It stands out really well against just about any type of background. Now, when you start bringing the text in, you can see here what we actually we're going to need to do is move this down a bit. There we go. So we can keep this focal point separate. So there we go. So Minecraft with a focus on that banner, you're immediately saying something there, aren't you? It's clean, it's crisp. Now, this is going to be a series by the looks of things, because it said here we got Season 5, Episode 1. So for the text, I like to use a website called textcraft.net. So we're going to think about what we want to say here. Now, Kaizencraft is the name of the server, so that's fine. We might want to include that, but we might not as well, because if I put the Minecraft up over here, I'll just show you something very quickly that we can do. If we go to Elements here and wait for them to load up, we can go to our shapes and find a bit of a ribbon that we can have up in the top here and use that instead. And that then can be a little bit of a brand for the Kaizencraft series that we're going to do. You see there's different types of ones here that could potentially work. The one that I quite like, this one here, is quite nice. You see here we can change the colours of this and maybe we'd go for sort of we'll do the black outline, but maybe a yellowish sort of interior or an orangey colour. And you can play around with these colours to see what looks best. That there looks like it's standing out quite a lot to me. So you could have a little ribbon up here. I think that'll be fine. Go back to the elements, get rid of that, and search for K. If we search for a K here, you'll get some fancy K artistic sort of looking thing. So here we go. This is going to stand out quite nicely. So we can make that a little bit bigger, maybe centralize that. It needs to be a little bit smaller, I think, because what I'm planning to do here is then copy it and have that coming down there like that. So there we go. That's a little KK, almost like a little logo that we've made there very quickly. If you wanted to spend more time getting that all black through the middle there, you could do that. But this here would work quite well. And then what you could probably do is just move them down a little bit so they're centralized to that. So there's your KK banner. Now, we do need a little bit of text. And this is the best area down here. We've got a lot of space down here with not much happening. So what I like to use is a website called textcraft.net. And they can create all different types of logos and things for you. For an episode like this, I would probably go with a Helsinki, because it's quite sort of like I would describe, quite a friendly, bubbly sort of font. So we're going to get this here going on. This here's the border around it, so I've put this on 2 pixels. It's a thinnish border. I'm going to make it black, and then I'm going to make the actual color of the text. Instead of going for that white, let's go back here. Let's use a yellow. Now, why am I using those colors? Well, black with yellow makes the text really stand out quite well, and you'll get the same with any type of bright color that you do with black as the background, as you can see here. So, in fact, we can, well, let's just keep it yellow because that works well. Now, I don't like to use the 3D style. There's 3D style, and there's not 3D style. I think this is a lot crisper and looks a bit less salesy, as I would say, and to me that looks good. So then you can see here some things that I've used in the past. I use a lot of this. So what we'd probably put in here is, let's think. Let's go back to the thumbnail. We've got a new house with a quirky banner. So I think we could call this maybe starter house. So I'm going to do the starter first. And you can right click this and save the image to your desktop, which I'm going to do now. Then we'll create the house. And again, once that's created, we can save that to the desktop. And then back on Canva, hit upload an image, and we can upload from our desktop. Now, I'm not showing you guys this stuff because I have work stuff on here. That's why I'm skipping these bits. So I'm just going to upload these images now and then bring you back in. So once they're uploaded, you can just click them to add them here to the thumbnail. And you can put them in. And really, with this one, we could probably go underneath there, make that a little bit bigger. But we don't want to block too much of anything that's going on here. So something like this might work quite well. So starter house. There we go. Now, if you really wanted to make the point that it was episode 1, you could probably come up here like this, starter house. And to be honest, what you could do is, if I just go to text here, add in some text, add in hashtag 01. And if we come down here like this, this is probably good enough for what we're doing. We could now make that maybe white so it stands out a bit more. Maybe black was actually better. We probably play around with some colors. To see what stands out the best. So in this case, we could potentially, if you find yourself in a situation like this, you might want to go, okay, little change that to white, and we'll add in a little box behind it. So in the elements here, quick square, we just put down behind it like this. Check where that's going. Okay, behind it like that. Position that backwards, and that box there we might want to make black, like that, or maybe use the same color as that box up there. Again, you could play around with this, but I think black looks okay. Again, you could also use TextCraft to create text where it would stand out better without needing the border behind it, the blackness behind it, but that's kind of up to you. But either way, this is just some quick little simple tips as to how you can improve your thumbnails for a Minecraft YouTube video. So guys, that's it. That's a quick little video there, just showing you some tips and tricks as to how you can improve your Minecraft thumbnails. I'll put the links in the description to the 2 websites I've used in this episode, and hopefully this will help you guys in the future. So for now, that's going to be about it. So if you'd like to see more videos like this, then please do leave a like and of course subscribe as well. It's greatly appreciated, but also gives me a gauge as to if you want to see more videos like this or not. So for now guys, that's about it. Thanks very much for watching, and I'll see you next time.